Hello everybody, my name is Zan Shadows, and today I will show you my BT10 list for Imperialdramon. This is a fun deck. It's really nice for beginners, so if you know anyone that is interested in playing the Digimon trading card game, this would be a fairly decent deck for them. And without further ado, let's get into it. So for the eggs, we're just going to play 4 of the Demi Vmons. When attacking, if this card has if it has jamming, draw a card. It's always nice, always very good. Gotta love drawing, getting those pieces. All right, for my level 3s, I'm playing 2 of the jamming Vmons. Unfortunately, yes, this card is a little expensive, but jamming is very nice in this deck. And I am also playing 3 of the EX1. Yeah, EX1 Vmons. These are nice because when a Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you get to gain 1 memory. Very nice to have. It's always good to gain more memory for hopes that you will still be able to have it on your turn. I play 4 of the structure deck Vmons. It's really nice because you get to reveal the top 3, add a 1 with free, which is almost every single card in this deck. I think there's 5 or 6 that's not free. I could be counting that wrong. We'll know when we get through here. And for the next one, I play Labramon. If it has jamming, you gain a memory. So you gain from that and from that. That's 2 memory right there. More plays. Gotta love it. All right, that's it for my level 3s. For my level 4s, I play 4 of the EX1 XVmons because it has jamming, and then the inherited effect is if it has Imperialdramon in its name or free in its trace, it gets jamming. And for the others, I play Stingmon. I like this Stingmon. You can play the other one, which is not bad, but I like this one because you get piercing, and even if in the inherited effects, if it's Imperialdramon are free, you get piercing. So it's nice because if you have Imperialdramon out, you can attack into their Digimon. You still have piercing, so you can clear the board and still do a security check. And then when you unsuspend with its when attacking effect, you can go at it again. So you can clear the board with it, and you can still get security checks, which is very nice to have. And then I run 2 BT8 Lydramons because Armor Purge is nice. And when digivolving, you can suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lowers. It's always good to have just as a little safety precaution too. And it digivolves for 2 off of Vmon. For my last level 4, Lobo for game. This digivolves for 2 off of any tamer as if it's a level 3, and worst case scenario, it is there to digivolve with, but this is really something I would only recommend digivolving off a tamer, but unfortunately, sometimes we don't have that luxury. And that's it for my level 4s. On to my level 5s, I play 4 of the structure deck Imperialdramons. This is just about almost always your win con sometimes. It's a very good card. When DNA digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less to their deck, and then when attacking, you get unsuspended, so you got to do 2 attacks. And that is very nice to have, especially if you have it set up properly to where you can do the piercing as well with it, so you can clear out some Digimon, and you can still do checks. And with jamming, you're not going to have to worry about not having enough DP. The only time you worry about the DP is if you attack into something. And my other cards, I run 2 of the Dino Beamons. This is still technically a good card because you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with DNA digivolving, and then it doesn't unsuspend on your opponent's next turn, and it gets 1,000 DP for each color, so it's a good one, but I still prefer this one because of the attacking twice. But if you can kind of play with these ratios depending on what cards you're able to use. But I like how this setup is. And then last level 5, just one Chimera. Sometimes if you have it and you just have 2 level 4s out and it's for game, you can Chimera it. You can put any card under it. I think it's any level 5 or under. Yeah, any level 5 or under that, depending on what ability you need. Then you can just play on from there, or you can just Chimera them on for game. And that's it for my level 5s. On to the level 6s. I use 2 of the Structure Deck Imperialdramon Dragon modes. These are the promotional ones that come out of the, I think it was EX1 or EX2 thing. But when digivolving, you get to take 2 level 4s out. That's when you want to do the XVmon and Stingmon, so you can DNA with them again. And then I do the 2 Imperialdramon fighter modes. Fighter mode is also a good one to, when you digivolve, you can return one of your opponent's Digimon with 10,000 DP or less to their hand. And then if it has a blue Digimon, you can suspend one of theirs. And if you have a green, you can unsuspend one of yours, which is always nice to have. And it digivolves for 2 off of this Imperialdramon. And that's it for my level 6s. I do not run level 7s. I do not feel like Imperialdramon Paladin mode is needed for this deck. If you do want to run it, you're more than welcome to. It's just not my cup of tea with this deck. All right, so on to my option cards. This may or may not be what you would like. You can easily change the ratios how you want it to be, but I only run 1 blue memory boost, Searcher, delay, gain 2 memory. Everybody loves it. I wish I could play more of this, but 1 Ice Wall. It is restricted to 1. I wish I could play more than 1. Best card. Gotta love it. Very good for almost any blue deck. And then I run 1 Hidden Potential Discovered. It is very nice to have to basically be able to play your fighter mode for free, because it is a cost of 5, depending, because if you don't have this out and you just throw that Hidden Potential Discovered for free, you play this for free. I run 3 Hammer Sparks, because who does not love free memory? Everybody loves free memory. And then for my safety precaution card, I run 4 Mega Deaths. Mega Death is very good to have in this deck. It is very helpful in this deck. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to their hand. The best card for being able to get rid of problematic cards if they are able to be targeted by effects. Very, very nice to have. And its security effect is to do said effect. And that is all for my option cards. Now for my tamers, this will be pretty standard, but I run 3 Davis. Davis is nice, memory setter, reveal 3 cards, grab a blue and a green, and then put the rest down. You are almost always guaranteed, or at least hopefully you should be always guaranteed to grab 2 cards. Very nice, gotta love them. Davis is the best. And if you get the Jesmon or Ragnarlordmon structure deck, you get Davis for free in it. But you only get 1, and it's the alt art, but it's nice to have. And then last 2 cards, Davis and Ken. Davis and Ken's nice to have because you can gain memory from it as well. If you have a blue and green in play, you should almost always have a blue and green in play depending on what your turn is. And when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you can suspend this tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. That helps a lot too for being able to do multiple attacks one turn. You can attack, digivolve, suspend, unsuspend, and attack to be able to get more out with that as well. And if you have both of them out, that's a lot of attacks. But that's it for my deck profile. Thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.